Bubbler's new flavor of wild cherry chiller. It's delicious. Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a long time since I've posted, but I've had some family stuff come up. I'm here now and I am ready to just bring you guys some fun videos, bookish ideas, any bookish content. There you go. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than what I usually do of vlogging. I am picking 24 books from my physical TBR for 2024 from TBR prompts. I hope that makes sense. Like 176 TBR prompts, printed them out, cut them up, and made a jar. I'm going to be picking 24 TBR prompts, and then I will be picking a book that corresponds with said TBR prompt from my physical TBR. Since it's 2024, I will be picking 24 prompts for said 24 book. Now, typically I don't know what my reading goal is for 2024, but I hope I can make a dent in my physical TBR. I do have 86 books on my physical TBR as of like right now, but we're gonna be buying more books in 2024. Don't you worry. Don't you worry your pretty little head. We're gonna have so many fun little book dates, going to the bookstore and just overbuying on books, but that's okay. Let's get started. All right, let's get started. The first one, I'm kind of nervous. I kind of want to have it in a bigger jar so I can like dip my hand in there. The first book, An Enemies to Lovers. Enemies to Lovers. I feel like that would be like a good, a fantasy, you know? Anyways, let's go to the next one. I need to like set this down. There we go. I also cannot wait to refresh my room. Yay. Where did I put that? I put it somewhere. What the fuck? One spot. Enemies to Lovers. Next one. Ooh, title begins with an E. I hope you guys are doing well. I've kind of missed making videos. Author's last name that starts with an A. Okay. Fourth one. Oh, author's last name that starts with a B. I'm gonna really shake it up. Please be something different. Oh my god. Author's first name that starts with a B. Let's get something other than last name. I'm feeling this one's good. Ooh, 300 plus pages. I like this because it just kind of like gives a good variety of what I could pick. Okay, 7. A standalone. A standalone. Let's get loud. Let's get loud. This can just give me more of like room and shakeability. See that? That's so much easier. All right, so number 8. Not looking. Okay, a title that begins with M. Mixy. Alrighty. Title that begins with H. That was number 9. This is number 10. 10. Give me like a fun one. Give me a fun one. Oh, no. Author's last name that starts with P. Do I? P. Okay. That was 10. This is number 11. I have like fun ones in here, like Sprayed Edges or a book you bought uninfluenced. Ooh, a pink book. That's fun. Number 12. Yeah. Let someone pick your book. Oh, let someone pick my book. That's gonna be a tough one. Who should I have pick my book? Ooh, that sounds fun. 13. Ooh, a book that fits the season/month. I will see what I do with that. Stay tuned. The longest book I own. That's gonna be fun to look at. That was number 14, the longest book I own. Number 15. Thriller. book from your favorite author you haven't read yet. Beep. We are on the 17th book now. A title that begins with L. 18. Ooh, wow. Under 300 pages. Hopefully I have a book like that. Otherwise, that's going to be real awkward. A book under 300 pages. 19. A book that's been on your TBR forever. A building on the cover of the book. Okay. This is, ooh, one fell. One fell, we're going to do that one. This is for 21. A purple book. A purple book. 22. Ooh, cursive font on the cover of the book. Oh my goodness. Okay. A book that starts with the first letter of the month. All right, that was 23. This is the last one. This is number 24. Let's see what it will bring us. Okay, this one's folded. Ooh, start a trilogy. That's fun. Thank you. I have all 24 of the TBR prompts listed out. Number 1, enemies to lovers. 2, title that begins with an E. 3, author's last name that starts with an A. 4, author's last name that starts with a B. 5, author's first name that starts with a B. 6, 300 plus pages. 7, a standalone. 8, title that begins with an M. 9, title that begins with an H. 10, author's last name starts with a P. 11, a pink book. 12, let someone pick my book. 13, a book that fits the season. 14, the longest book I own. 15, thriller. 16, a book from my favorite author that I haven't read yet. 17, a title that begins with L. 18, under 300 pages. Number 19, a book that's been on my TBR forever. 20, a building on the cover. 21, a purple cover. 22, cursive font on the cover. 23, a book title that starts with the same as the month. And 24, the start of a trilogy. What we're going to do now is find those books. I will see you in a little bit. I'm back. I picked 23 of the 24 books, but I did ask my friend, one of my friends, of what book I should read. Let's get into it. The first book, the book that I picked for enemies to lovers, is Powerless by Lauren Roberts. Powerless, look how beautiful this cover is. All right, the enemies to lovers that I picked was Powerless. The next prompt that I picked was title that begins with an E. The book that I picked for that is episode 13. More kind of like a found footage, like horror. Like if you like found footage, people said they really liked this book. Episode 13 for a title that begins with an E. Next, author's last name that starts with an A. You're probably thinking, what author? Let me tell you, one of my favorites will be auto-buying all her books no matter what. I already have all her books so far. Is Lauren Asher. It's Wrecked. Now, I read Throttled and Collided this year in 2023, but in 2024, I hope to read Wrecked. The next one, the author's last name that starts with a B. The book that I picked for that was Jennifer Lynn Barnes. If you've watched my video before of like a realistic what I read in a week, of how many pages I read in a week, you will notice that I started this book, but I did not finish it. And I've been on page like 134 for a good 5 months. So this is the book that I picked for the author's last name that starts with a B. Now the next book, or the next kind of like TBR prompt was like author's first name that starts with a B. So the book that I chose that was on my physical TBR was Devil of Dublin. This is like a dark romance, and the author's name is B.B. Easton. There you have it. The sixth TBR prompt was 300 plus pages. And so I kind of had like free range of like a free book, like that. The book that I chose, Magnolia Parks. I've heard many things about this series, but I wanna pick it up. I wanna see what it's all about. Like I bought the whole series because the covers are just absolutely beautiful. The next book was a standalone. Now I believe this is a standalone, otherwise that's gonna be awkward. Anyways, the book that I chose was Until I Get You. This is like a dark romance in college, like a hockey romance. It's just, it seems like a standalone. The next one was Title That Begins with an M. Now, I was like, I don't think I have one. And then it was like, psych bitch, you do. My fault. Hopefully, this is weird because I know this is like stepbrother shit. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. So if I DNF this book, don't be too surprised. And then the next one for number 9, the TBR prompt was Title That Begins with an H. I chose Haunted. This is like some freaky ass shit, horror, gore, all that shit. These are like short stories. I don't know what made me buy this book, but I'm just like, yo, why not? If you hear a dog snoring, that is my dog. I'm sorry. I will do the best that I can to talk louder than him, but he's old and he can snore all he wants. He has that seniority over us. Number 10 was Last Name That Starts with P. I chose Dance of Thieves. I have been in a romantasy era right now, so it makes sense. It makes sense. For number 11, it was a pink book. Happy Place is what I picked for a book that is pink. I get it, like, under here it's not pink, but, like, the dust jacket is, so we're gonna go with that. Number 12 was Let Someone Pick My Book. I don't know. She hasn't gotten back to me yet. She's probably reading herself. Anyways, we're gonna skip over 12 for right now. Number 13 was A Book That Fits the Season. I was thinking about this one of just letting it be kind of like I pick it when I pick it, but I'm like, no, that's not the video. So, me being an April baby and being in spring, so I picked a book that looks like spring, or that kind of like feels like spring. I don't know. I picked a book that looks like spring, The Bodyguard, because there's flowers on it, and I'm just like, ooh, April showers brings May flowers. I don't know. Anyways, I picked The Bodyguard. This is just, I've heard so many good things about this. Moving along. Number 14, The Longest Book I Own. The longest book that I own from the books that I kind of like picked out was the Mindfuck series. She's thick. I know it's like 5 books in one, but like all I'm seeing right here is one book, so let's not overcomplicate things. Number 15 was a thriller. But no, the book that I picked for a thriller was Misery. I've never read anything by Stephen King. Hope I really like this. I know in the movie Kathy Bates is in it, and I love Kathy Bates, so we're gonna need to read this book. But I also want to listen to this book on audiobook because it just audiobooks are very easy for me to understand. #dyslexia. Number 16 was a book from my favorite author that I haven't read yet. Easy enough. I have many favorite authors, but the book that I picked for a book from my favorite author was Hopeless by Elsie Silver. The way I can just eat this book up. A Title That Begins with L. Love Theoretically by Allie Hazelwood. Number 18 was a little difficult. Under 300 pages. I decided to go with Game Changer. Actually, the book was sent to me by the author, and I can't wait to kind of like eat this up. The next one, number 19, was a book that's been on my TBR forever. So this was kind of like another free range one, but I kind of went back more towards like 2022 of summer. Was it 2022 of summer? No, because I read this book. Anyways, I kind of just went back and just like kind of like looked and like thought about how long these books have been on my TBR. Anyways, the book that I chose for that's kind of like been the longest on my TBR was The Deal by Elle Kennedy. I've never read a book by her. Don't know what happens in here. I know this is just like a hockey romance, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Next, A Building on the Cover was the TBR prompt, and I chose Mile High. Yes, I did buy the full series. Yes, I know that some people don't even like the first one, but the second two are pretty good. So we're gonna see if I can get through this one. But Mile High, because there's buildings on the cover. Next, A Purple Book. That was the TBR prompt. I did What Happens After Midnight, hence it's purple. I read The Summer of Broken Rules, and I loved it. There was a lot of Taylor Swift references. It took place on like Nantucket Island, and it was just a whole great thing of East Coast vibes. Like, I want to live out in the East Coast. I love just over there, but no, I'm in Fucktown, Wisconsin. The next TBR prompt was Cursive Font on the Cover. One that I picked was Wildfire. This I'll probably read more towards summer. Number 23 was a book title that starts with the same as the month. So like January J, February F. And what I did was I asked Siri to pick a number through 1 through 12. It picked 12, so I did December, D. Okay, perfect. The book that I picked for that was Daisy Jones and the Six. Anyways, this was the book that I picked for December, D. We have come to the final 2 books. I still need to see what my friend said. So, number 24 was Start a Trilogy. Now, I hope this is a trilogy. I kind of just went with it. The Cruel Prince. Now, let me go see if my friend said something. I did it. I finally got someone to answer me. I don't know if she watches these, but if she does, I love you so much. Please come home. She picked a number. This is a whole different person. This is my childhood best friend. She picked a whole different number from this list of, like, I said pick a number, not highlighted. You know what number she picked? Number 63. Book number 63 on that list was none other than Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas. Miss Girl. Do you know what this book is about? I know you don't read that much, but Miss Girl. That's kind of fun. I kind of liked having her pick it. Sebastian, I don't know if you're going to be watching this, but I love you so much. Sebastian picked none other than 18. And you know what 18 was? Sick Boys. I don't know what's with my friends and picking, you guys already, I know you guys know what I read because I talked to you about it, but you guys picking some dirty books. Anyways, Sebastian picked Sick Boys, so that is also going to be on my TBR, so I can like pick between those. Those are all the books that I will be reading, or those are not all the books that I will be reading. I hope to read more than 24 books in 2024, but those are the 24 books that I've picked from TBR prompts to read in 2024. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed the 24 books that I picked from TBR prompts for 2024. From my TBR. That is a horrible title, but we'll fix it. We'll see what I put down. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you found I hope I sparked some creative interest in trying something new in reading. This is just to like jazz it up. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe, everything that you know how to do. Either way, I'm here. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys are doing well. That is what I'm here for. You are loved. I love you no matter what. I love you. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!